Okay, we're reconnected now, apparently.
Potentially? Yeah, looks like.
Are we good?
Not gonna lie, if it disconnects again, we can just skip to the other scene.
I do see you online, so I think we're good.
Fair enough.
I see you too.
Alright. Okay, so as I was saying, Gyarados will take 42 damage before physical defense. Another light hit. Well, decent hit, actually. Alright. We'll have a fighting dirty all around, then game on! I'll show you how it's done. And Titus is going to attempt a do I really not have that? Does he really not have that move? He should. Then I have not invested enough in him. Alright, fine. He is going to attempt a sweet kiss on, Huntail. Assuming he's in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, yeah, he needs to move just a little bit down 1. Or 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now he's moved, and now he's in range, so he's going to fire off a sweet kiss. That will narrowly hit. Huntail is now confused. As Titus conjures a sort of watery infinity energy infused heart from his lips and flicks it at Huntail, and it lands, causing a confused daze in the poor Pokemon. Next up will be Inteleon. But first, as a free action, Jagger is going to make a general education roll to see if he knows what the hell is going on with Kabutops. What? This is interesting. Impossible! Or at least that's what he would say if he didn't have a rebreather in his mouth. But that's what's going through his head.
Somehow says it just with his eyebrows. It's just very believable.
He is going to stare, like, in awe at Kabutops, as there is, like, some recognition as to what might be happening in his eyes. And Inteleon will swim forward. rather, it is going to spread its thin wing-like scales and glide forward as it charges Kabutops using Bounce.
Oh, well, shit. So, that's 48 damage minus physical.
64, that's a crit.
No, 67, because sniper.
Oh, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as it reaches Vaporeon, you will see it touch off the ground and spring up high before diving back down and striking Kabutops and landing a very strong hit, striking the wound that Gyarados left with its teeth.
Jesus.
So, but though the blow strikes deep and true, Kabutops is able to shake it off for the most part, actually. Because it has battle armor.
Oh, so it can't have crits?
Unfortunately, no. Still, strong hit, though. Next up is Commander Surge. As a free action, he is going to make a Pokemon education roll. He looks dumbfounded that Inteleon's attack was able to land as strongly as it did from Kabutops. Alright, Surge, what is your swim speed? 3. Alright. Surge will struggle to swim forward, and his movement will be halved since he does not have Nature Walk Ocean. Meaning he will only barely be able to swim in front of AJ before he stops moving this turn. And he will then proceed to use... no, that would be pointless at this point. Where was he last? Yeah, he was beside his lantern. So yeah, instead of moving, actually, before he moves, he is going to give his lantern a healing item. How's Lantern looking right now? He'll slap a super potion onto Lantern. And then move in front of AJ, and that'll be his turn. Next up is Lantern. And they're gonna go for a bold gambit. Oh yeah, that's more than enough swim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Commander Surge orders Lantern to use Discharge.
Ew.
And that will successfully hit both Gorbis and Kabutops for super effective damage.
56. Not quite paralysis.
Surge, do you do brutal training at all? No, you don't. You do agility training. All right. So, 44 times 1.5.
66.
Ow. Well, Kabutops is now injured. And it is looking like it is barely holding on, as the crystalline structure across its body shatters. Gorbis also does not look particularly happy at that. AJ. Yeah, Gorbis also looks like it is like struggling after that hit.
This or this?
That thing looks like, yeah, this one up here, the pink one, just got hit and looks pretty weak right now. As does Kabutops.
I'm gonna throw a netball.
All right.
I do not throw the netball.
Alright. You lob the netball, but a current catches it and carries it away.
I just want this combat over with, man. Come on.
Next up is Dudley. He's probably not going to be able to do too much. Oh, poor Dudley. He can barely even move.
Could try throwing a Pokeball. Kabutops is also looking weak.
Mhm.
If he's in range for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he should be able to fling a Pokeball at that. Alright, he'll give it a go. As he struggles to swim under the water pressure and throw a quick ball at Kabutops. And he will spend an action point. Didn't need to. That lands.
Come on, Dudley, be a hero.
And it's 20 minus Dudley's, and it's 20 in Dudley's level. Dudley is level... Alright. Ooh!
Oh, man.
I will literally give you money if you say that he caught it. Money that I was going to use for this weekend.
Well, now I feel bad. Hang on.
You're making the one person that hates combat do combat, bro. Don't feel bad, just take the money and let him have the Pokemon.
Could finish the round and cut back computer.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
Dude.
It gets close, but it breaks free of the quick ball. And finally, Lavender.
Aurora Beam.
On whom?
Whoever hit her.
That would be Gorbis.
Who gets Aurora Beam? I know Noel.
Alright, that's a hit. It's not very effective. But that'll chip it down some more, which will make it that much easier to catch.
That's true. Noel, sit down. Young madam.
Alright. So just as soon as this battle began as explosively as it did, it also seems to be almost winding down. But we will check back on that later as we jump back over to Pewter City for now.
Gracias.
And we'll be checking in with Sam. Where is he right now?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Hanzo for a second.
Cool. Sam, make me a perception roll as you wander the village looking for Hanzo.
Yeah. Okay. So now, damn it.
You kind of cut out a bit. Could you repeat that?
I was mumbling to myself about how I was looking for the character sheet.
Oh, I know how that is. Big
Yeah.
same right now.
Perception?
Yep.
It's trash. That seemed about right. Because I know I messaged him.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna place you on the map right about here.
Oh. Okay.
And you will look around, but you will see no sign of Hanzo anywhere in your immediate vicinity. And then you will suddenly feel someone tap you on the shoulder from behind.
I will calmly turn.
As you turn around, you see Hanzo standing behind you.
That's why I was calm about it. Bless you.
You wish to speak?
I figured since you were here, we can do some training.
Given how easily I was able to approach you, it seems like you'll need it.
A lot of things have been distracting. My mind's not 100% in it, but I can change it.
Things like your old mentor.
He's a big part of it.
If you're not able to clear your mind of such trivial distractions, you'll surely fall.
You get riled up real easily, so who are you to talk? Everybody has a button.
Perhaps. But one must still always do their best to shield themselves once they are aware of their shortcomings, so that they cannot be exploited as easily.
I didn't feel like I was in any danger.
And that is precisely why you must work on them. Because it is when you feel safe that they will strike.
I didn't say I felt safe. I said I didn't feel like I was in any danger.
They fail to see the difference.
The difference is being able to handle it.
Well, let's see if you can handle this. Try and keep up. And he will leap off into the distance once more.
What am I?
Acrobatics or athletics?
Can I set like some action points in on this? are not as good as his.
You can spend an action point to get a +1, I think?
Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat that. I literally got 3. I can fuck him up with stealth, though. See? It's cute.
You're
It's
not
like
able to
putting
keep...
a Chihuahua next to a Great Dane.
You're not able to stay at his side, but you're able to keep pace with him at least.
That's truth. Forgot I needed to switch my name.
Not bad. You're keeping pace better than I anticipated.
Yeah, I'm better at stealth than I am at going after people. I'm more of an ambush predator.
We're here training you, not showcasing what you're already good at.
That's fair.
Eventually, you'll find him arriving to a stop as he stands at the ledge nearby a old brick wall. So what can I expect from this Ned?
Deceit. Skill. What answer do you want?
Any favored tactics of his? Skills, go-tos, weaknesses. Like you said, everybody has a button. What's his?
I haven't been able to figure out his button yet.
Interesting.
He's an experienced hunter and tracker. He's really good with his machete.
I see.
What is Spectrum actually doing here?
The village was not anywhere on our docket. We're here because of the sudden interruption from Team Satellite and the processing of our prisoners.
So surveying is a bunch of bullshit?
No, it isn't. We simply found something on our survey that was unexpected that shifted our priorities slightly.
You understand why it's hard to believe that, right?
He shrugs. You understand that it makes little difference to me what you believe.
I understand, but we have a very honest relationship.
Do we? We've only just met a few days ago? Weeks, perhaps?
I've chose to be honest with you. If you want to lie to me, that's on you. Not really the shinobi way now, is it?
Deceit is the bread and butter of the shinobi.
Sam is going to smirk when he says that, though, so that's just adding that in there, just so you know.
Mm-hmm. For example. And then suddenly, Hanzo is going to fade into a cloud of darkness as in his place stands this Pokemon.
Oh. I have one of those. I had to put mine away because it kept beefing with Layla's.
I've never even been by your side this whole time.
I believe it. That would also make sense. You do have to be somewhere else. But joke's on you. I kind of want to roll stealth and fuck with him. And try to, like, just go off the cliff. Like, kick up some of the dirt or something like that to make a smoke cloud.
What are your current ninja skills?
Me? Check. I don't have a lot, okay?
If you have Genjutsu, that might be able to help.
I don't have that. I just have ninja.
Alright.
But I have good stealth, so that's why I said if I could just kick up some dirt and then slide down the cliff, I'll do it.
You can make the attempt.
Alright, I'm rolling that stealth. I'm spending another action point for fuck's sake.
I'm gonna give you a -2 because you're vanishing right in front of them.
Kick dirt.
Yes, you're kicking dirt, but like...
25.
Alright.
Just let me mentally fuck with Hanzo, okay? Thank Christ.
You can't see me. Does he have a shiny Zoroark?
I'm going to kick the dirt, and as I do,
Yes.
like, I kind of
Yes, he
picture
does.
that, like, Sam does, like, this little, like, foot shuffle thing to make the dust fly a little bit. And he says, that's actually kind of funny, because I was never here. And we'll just disappear down the cliff.
Not bad, Genin. Not bad.
Perfect. There's
Whoop.
no way I'm gonna top that exit.
Alright, so where are you going now? Back to the gym, or...?
Yeah, that's where I last found the group. If I run into the group on the way there, think of it like Zoro from One Piece. Sam is just gonna wander, and if he finds his way, he finds his way.
Alright. Well, thankfully you don't have
is
that bad of a
nothing
sense of
like
direction.
Zoro.
First of all, he had a goal, and he just lost directions.
Yeah, get used to that.
I love it. It makes me feel so validated.
Oh no.
I want to get, when I get my car, I'm getting 2 decal stickers. One of them is going to be Zoro, and the other one is going to be not all who wander are lost, because I find that very funny putting those two together.
Yep. I also have a
There is
Zoroian
a
sense of
fun irony
direction.
to that.
I completely understand.
And this is why you're not the navigator in Sea of Thieves.
This is why I'm the
Exactly.
ship cleric.
But yeah, so...
Also, we all need to play again.
Yes. I need to play the Monkey Island adventure.
Okay.
They recently released a crossover with Monkey Island. It's a
Nice.
point-and-click adventure series that I really like.
Nice.
So, Uh, where did Layla go when she left?
She just kind of went outside.
Cool, then in that case, you will run into Sam making his way back as you step out alongside your, Zygarde friend. And Sam, you'll encounter Layla stepping out, and as you see her close the door behind her, you will see a note pinned to a throwing needle upon it.
Take both.
Alright. It is penned in a almost clumsy hand, but you are able to make out that it reads, "The processing of the prisoners should buy you some time, but I will not keep them here forever."
Time for what?
Perhaps
Yeah, no, he's gonna text him.
Yep.
He's gonna say, time for what?
he's not going to respond.
No, he's not, but you know, I'm still gonna, like, it's gonna be there. I'll consult with my team later.
And Layla, you're seeing like all of this, by the way.
You
oh,
probably...
Layla sees the note.
Yeah, you see the note and you see Sam take it and read it. And he just says, "Time for what?"
Yeah. And then you see me, like, type on my Pokegear and then look at it and then go, huh?
Layla will kind of put her hand on Sam's Pokegear and said, "I asked him to buy us some time.
Time for what?
We're trying to beat Spectrum to Viridian City to see what Christopher Caesar's trying to hide. If Spectrum is here and they're on their way to Viridian City, we want to beat them there."
Sam probably doesn't send it then, since Layla stopped him. That makes more sense. Did you know that Hanzo's a Zoroark?
What?
I said what I said.
What?
Hanzo is a Zoroark. I don't know what's confusing, Layla.
So, do you mean to say that he has a Zoroark, or?
No. As in, we were training, and then he became a Zoroark, and so then I kicked dust and slid down the cliff, saying I was never there.
Well, I mean, there was that one time when Janine turned into a scarecrow in Team Satellite. Maybe it's like that? I don't know, can Ninja, like, use illusion like Zoroark can?
Undetermined yet. I'm still a beginner.
It's actually a family thing. Jakob can turn into a potted plant.
Do it!
Oh, he's perfect.
Shortly after you are done discussing your note, or the note, the rest of the team will emerge from the gym and join up with you.
Sam will hand Layla to nobody, keeping the throwing needle.
So, from what it sounds like, you're done with your thing then.
Yes. That wasn't going to take that long. The longest part was finding him. Normally we run laps around wherever we are.
I guess then there's no reason to stay.
Are you guys done?
I'm ready.
Are you sure you don't even want to try, Layla?
Try one.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can we change the music? Because it sounds creepy, and it feels like it's wrong.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
This sounds like spooky music, and it doesn't feel like. Maybe
Well,
that's
there
just
is
me.
still harsh sunlight going on.
Yeah, there's a blaring drought going on, but fair enough.
Oh,
I'll
that's what that music is supposed to signify?
Yeah, it's literally the drought music from Omega Ruby.
Oh. You're talking to the person
Oh,
who
right.
has never.
I forgot.
The Gen 3 is the only generation that I've never played, so I don't recognize it. It sounds like spooky music.
It's kind of
Maybe it
supposed
makes
to
you feel
be.
any
Like
better?
it sounds like
Harsh conditions.
It is
Things are
October.
not ideal.
It's the month where it's legal to be spooky. We have to accept it this month.
If it makes you feel any better,
Sure,
I
you
can't
said-
hear any music at all, but that's on my end.
got it.
I fucked it up like a long time ago, months ago, and I just never had the energy to fix it.
Got it. It sounds like graveyard music instead of like, oh, the sun is drying everything up. It's like, oh God, no, there are ghosts about. That was the image I kept getting.
I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be like an apocalyptic, all-consuming drought that is drying up everything.
Oh, well, I guess I'm just weird like that. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I switched the music.
You know what? Be awesome, you little weirdo. We fucking love you.
Oh,
Don't growl at me, I'll growl right back.
I'm not growling at you. It's that noise that you make when you're like, you know, like that shy, embarrassed thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a growl.
I will literally go over there and spray you with water. You quit that. And then we'll go get drinks at the safe house. I'll dress to the nines.
Okay, fair. Anyways,
Toshi's gonna meet eyes with Sam and like point to Cece. Like, didn't he want to talk to her?
Sam's going to like look at her, then like side glance at Cece and just kind of like go, make like a little face of like,
Cece's gonna
Toshi shrugs and
tilt
holds his
her
hand.
head.
while Sam and Toshi are doing like a type of sign language. Now, before we leave, is everybody good?
Layla... Never mind.
No, you're our leader. Speak.
I'm the leader, but it's not my place to speak on this matter.
What are you avoiding, Layla?
I wanted to take the Zygarde cells with us, but now I don't think it's my place anymore.
Okay. Are they safe here?
Yeah?
Did the other cells want to go with you?
I don't know.
Did you ask?
I mean, the last time we talked to Cell, we didn't really get much out of them. And besides, the Steelix tribe see them in a revered light. I can't just take them.
Okay. You know that we're
Not
probably
without
going to run
hurting
into
you.
more.
That we might not have time to do
Yeah,
this time.
we'll run into more. Just think about it this way. They're safe.
I know.
Then what's eating you?
You take care of your thing with Cece first.
I don't have a thing with CC right now.
Layla looks at Sam.
He is locked eyes, hasn't blinked yet. He is hyper-focused on your problem.
Talk to Cece first.
Don't use me
You
to
wanted
deflect.
To talk to her.
Yeah, see, don't use her to
He's
deflect.
He's using me to deflect.
That's not true. I'll talk to CC on her own time. What are you doing?
All right. Come on, Sam. Let's get this. Let's get anything that we have to get off our chest out and done with before we head out. What is it? Honestly, there's something I've been meaning to say to you too, but I'll hear you out first.
I don't. The player doesn't remember.
Oh.
It's not in my notes.
Well. Alright, I guess I'll start us off then. I'd like to apologize about storming off and exploding the way I did earlier. It was inappropriate and unbecoming of me, and I want you to know that I have full faith and confidence in you and your abilities. And I'm sorry if I made you doubt that. When you said that you were gonna go off regardless of what we said, something similar happened back during our initial raid of Team Satellite's base back in the swamp, and it resulted in two people I care very much about getting captured and hurt. And that shook me, I guess. And I guess when you said it, it just hit that sort of nerve, and I lost control. So, I'm sorry.
Several points, say.
Go on.
I want you to take everything with a little bit of grain of salt because, as me and Layla discovered, I don't exactly see things the way you guys do. So if it sounds offensive, put a pause in it, and I'll try to explain it in a way that's not as offensive.
Alright.
As a leader, you're a good one. But you need to get it together. Even if you have to talk to someone, not everybody is the same. They chose you. And we all follow you. Is that fair?
She nods.
I may be a liar, but I'm honest to you guys because I care about you. So when I said, if you don't have my back, I'm going on my own, that was my way of letting you know I wasn't going to do any sneaky shit, and I was actually going to go. There was no backup plan or anything. I'm very head forward like that. It's an issue. Me and Layla talked as to why I am so hard-headed when it comes to Ned. And we came into some clarity things that I need to reflect on. Which is another reason why I am not going to see him before we leave. It's also hard for me to accept the fact that you guys have such faith in me, and then you get this angry. I don't see team as the same way as you guys do. I see you as my friends, but I'm not a rebuilder, so I don't see myself as a part of your team. If that makes sense.
She nods once more.
But once again, that doesn't mean that I won't fight for any of you. And that doesn't mean that I'll, stop caring about you guys. Because I do care. Just have a weird way of showing it.
I never doubted that.
Then aren't we good?
She offers a hand. Yeah, we're good.
Sam will take it.
She shakes
Now.
Sam's hand, looks him in the eyes, and smiles with a nod.
If you ever feel, just come to me. And I don't know, I'll yell at you, we'll fight, we'll do something, and you can get some clarity.
Sounds like a plan.
Sometimes all you need is a new perspective.
Yeah.
Now, Layla, what are you running from?
I'm not running from anything. I'm still here, aren't I?
Physically? But mentally, emotionally?
I don't know how to articulate it.
Okay, you say you felt responsible for the Zygarde? Got it?
No. I don't know how to explain it. It just... I should be okay with this. But... I'm not. And not... It's not that I'm not okay with the situation, it's... me. And I know that that is the worst way that I could possibly explain it, but I don't know how.
Is it a control thing?
I don't know.
Is it...
Let me paint it for you this way. If you had the cells, how would it be any different?
I know that it won't. So
No,
I don't
no,
know why I'm getting bothered by it.
I'm trying to help you with that, Layla. I'm asking you, if you had the cells, how would it be any different? Think.
It wouldn't be.
But you would know where they are and what's going on with them.
But
As
they're important
opposed
to the
to-
Felix tribe.
Yes. As opposed to them staying here, where we don't know if they're safe or not. We just are assuming they are because the Steelix tribe is strong.
It feel like I shouldn't be feeling this way.
In what way are you feeling?
I don't know. Like, Layla looks like she's genuinely having trouble trying to articulate it.
And guilty.
Maybe. Like, I shouldn't be upset that with, and it's bothering me. And when Brock said that arrogance was what caused the results of the fight, it hurt. It's like, I don't know. Like, I was just too arrogant to ask in the first place, so maybe I should just leave it alone.
First off, Brock was stuck in a rock for a while, so what the fuck does he know? He doesn't know you from jack shit.
And what do we know of the Celix tribe?
That they're strong, protective, clearly spiritual. They talk weird.
Exactly.
You got their respect. And from my understanding, that's hard to get. Nobody else did that. You did.
Why does it still hurt, though? Why does it still feel like I don't deserve that respect? Why does it feel
Because
like I shouldn't have asked in the first place?
Because as I told Hanzo earlier, everybody has a button. And yours got pushed. So now you're self-deprecating. Now you're thinking you're not worthy. And it's gonna eat at you. Until you see that you are. And you don't know how to show yourself that you're worthy yet. The Layla I know won't just sit there and mope about it. She'd try to come up with solutions.
Yeah, well, until then, there really isn't a reason to linger around here anymore, so...
There is if it means that it'll give you some clarity and closure, Cece suggests.
I don't know if it will.
You don't know? You can always try.
I don't even know if it's worth trying. So she already said we better get going anyway, so...
That's not the talk of a soldier. That's the talk of a quitter.
Sam's right. And I don't want us going out there if we're not fully prepared for it. And if you're going to be second-guessing yourself like this, I don't think we'll be ready for the desert. So, I think you should give it a try, Layla. And I'm not saying this as your leader, I'm saying this as your friend. It may not work, but if you don't try, that'll only be more regrets weighing on you. At least this way you can say you did everything you could.
Well, I'm not saying it as a friend. I'm saying it from one soldier to another. You don't want the friend part of me talking to you right now.
How would the friend part be worse than the soldier?
I'd call you a bitch. Say that you're being a crybaby.
I mean, go ahead, call me out.
Sam is going to sigh, look at Cece and Toshi as if, like, getting permission from the both of them.
CC will sort of like shrug and give a nod.
Toshi has been uncomfortable around social conversationing, and if she hasn't already sent Q out to go fly around so that she could warg out and pay attention to something else, then she does so now.
Fair enough. I'm gonna look at Jakob.
Alright, you send a Q to go and distract yourself.
To, scout the area, but yeah, mostly to distract myself.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna look at Jakob.
You have something for
realize.
me as well?
No, do you have something for me?
No, not especially. I think that we work very well together, despite all of us having flaws. We've all got
But I
problems
assume
we
that-
deal with, but our therapists aren't here right now, and now's not really the time for a group chat.
No, not about that.
No, well, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
You're the... Stop it. You're the person who's asking me things and looked at me. I don't expect to be on the receiving end of all this.
No, right now my target is Layla.
I don't know if target's the right word.
Jakob,
Yeah.
let's stay focused, please.
So what do you need to do to prove your worth? He's gonna look back over at Layla.
I don't know.
Brock just told us we would
Cece?
have... Brock just told us we would have to speak to the Steelix tribe elder, or at least Iron, about it before we did anything. He didn't say we were or weren't worthy one way or the other. Just that it wasn't our place to just take them, and it wasn't his to just give them.
Alright. So we go find Iron, or the Steelix tribe elder.
I think we try to go speak to the Steelix tribe elder, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that you have Zygarde out with you, Layla. And I also think we don't mention the Zygarde cells here at all. We just merely ask for an audience with the Steelix tribe elder to be respectful and thank them for the hospitality of themselves and their people.
So I don't ask them about the cells.
No, we're respectful and nice and stuff for like a few minutes or so and see if that naturally comes up, and if it doesn't, then we can ask.
But only the elder.
Well, I mean, we could go and talk to Iron as well.
Fair.
I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit hard for me to tell them apart because they all have, and Jakob just kind of does like a body shape over himself like armor.
Yeah, now that you mention it, they all look so similar. Like, at least with the other tribes, everybody looked distinct. I can't tell if we have met people or if they're brand new. For all we know, we could have met the chief already, and we just didn't know it.
No,
Then
you
let's
haven't.
go ask.
Yeah, they're probably pretty big, I imagine.
Oh, they're huge.
Hold on, who just talked?
This guy, over here, who's been here the whole time!
Yeah, I'm sitting on his shoulder. He's picking me up like a small baby.
What did he say?
That you haven't met him.
When I said,
the
yeah, he's
other
probably
guy-
really big, I think the guy was just like, yeah, he is.
How long have you
Would
been
you
listening?
happen to know where the elder was? Or where we could find him?
He's usually off meditating in his house, but this time of day he likes to visit the archive. You might find him there.
Toshi, where's the archive?
Toshi points.
Yep, figured that would work. All right.
Like-
Nerd.
She's
Nerd.
over. She's not like paying attention to anything, but like you say that, and she's just like pointing in the direction without really
Yep.
acknowledging anything
Hey,
else.
Toshi, where's the library? Oh, yep, down that street. Two things on the left. Oh, yep.
Sam will gently put his arm around her and say, "Okay, we're done for now."
Toshi will look at her poke gear to check the time.
It is about 1:30. Still early afternoon.
The daylight's burning.
Sorry, guys, if this seems like I'm wasting time.
I just want to make sure that you're all right and you're ready. If you feel like you're ready, then I'll believe you and we don't have to do this. But I just didn't want you to feel like you couldn't. It's your choice, Layla.
Well, we're already in it now, so... Layla starts heading towards the archives.
All right. And so, our heroes will make their way towards the archive with the hopes of meeting the elusive Steelix tribe elder as we go to our break. So what do we think of the game so far?
I'm sorry, guys. I know you really wanted to get going.
You stop that this very minute.
Steelix Tribe Elder's gonna be huge.
Vibe check, Nix. Are you like legit okay?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm just very low energy today.
All right. That's fine. I just want to make sure that like everyone's still like good.
I'm still good.
Good. I'm also still enjoying tonight's game so far, even despite the hang-ups and choppiness of stream and whatnot.
Yeah, I think, you know, just that initial choppiness just kind of helped contribute to a little bit of the low energy, so I'm trying, like, slowly winding back up.
Yeah. Cool. Well, in that case, we still got some time, so hopefully we'll be able to get something done out there. And in the meantime, we will take a quick break for we'll make it 10 minutes. Sound good?
So 42.
Sounds good.
No, 52. 52. I'm sorry.
All right, we'll be back at 52. Don't anybody go anywhere.
Thank you, 10.
Yeah,
I think I'm on time. I may be like a minute or so late, but I think I'm on time.
Yeah, you're more or less on time.
Your face is on time.
Nix, you back?
Take 2 seconds to throw stuff in the laundry room.
It's all good.
Trippy ditto.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so we're all back?
I am.
Awesome.
I am what I am.
All right, Ditto, use hallucinogenics. Oh, fuck.
Ditto use transform. Its entire worldview.
Oh, Lord.
Alright. So, if we're basically all ready to resume, shall we then?
Let's do it.
Alright. Then we shall cut back over to the team as they are entering the archive. No, that's not it. As they are entering the archives. There. As you make your way all inside. Let's size you guys up a little bit.
I mean, with us being for. Oh, well, I suppose that's a little bit better. I was about to say, we're pretty much to scale from these guys.
Alright. So you guys enter the archives. And, it seems relatively quiet around so far. And no sign of much of anybody, really. Oh, I probably should have put you over here. Whatever.
It works.
Violence.
That said, as you enter, you will see several members of the tribe either just sort of like conversing or hanging or otherwise doing various different bits of research and reading.
Well, I guess there's this first guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, excuse me?
Hmm? Good afternoon. How can I be of assistance?
I'm looking for the elder to the Steelix tribe. We were told that he could be here.
The Elder? What business do you have with them?
I mean... Well, I mean, we kind of came this way, and we wanted to, I don't know, I guess, thank him for his hospitality and everything.
I see.
I was gonna say Layla looks to Yaka, but I think Himbo had to step away for a little bit.
No, I mean, you can look at me. I'm just kind of
Oh.
taking in this interesting area. Though I do notice that this one here has a different head.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's relevant. I just noticed.
That is Iron Sprite.
Gotcha.
He's not supposed to be there at the moment.
Then I do not notice him.
Yeah.
Layla's kind of looking to Jakob to... Layla's not good at talking.
Well, we're actually about to be leaving when it comes down to it, and we've had a good experience being here with your tribe, and especially staying with the honored one, Brock, inside of the gym. And the last thing that we were really hoping to do before we left was to see if we could meet the Elder. Is that something that would be possible, or do we need to come back a different time?
Layla, make a charm roll with Jakob assisting.
Oh god, no! Can it be the other way around?
Nope, you initiated.
Damn it!
No.
The only positive to this is that I get like a +8. That is almost the worst I could do.
No, let me help you with that.
Oh,
Reroll that with a-
You have to
did I
wait.
only-
Hang on. That shouldn't be a +8. That should be a +4. I'm sorry. So that should actually be an 8.
Nice.
All right, now you can roll. Let me help you with that.
Were you gonna say you have to know if you failed first? Because I was like, it's still a 12.
Yeah.
No, it's bad. I'm gonna use one of my 3 let me help you with that's for the day. You are gonna get to re-roll that with an additional +8.
Okay. The dice roll was 1 better, but with that hopefully
We take those.
Mhm.
We take those.
I'll take them.
I see. Well, it is very considerate of you to want to offer your respects to our elder after your time here, and seeing as you have come this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to take a moment or two to introduce you and let you pay the proper respects, as I said. He should be just upstairs in the other room, alongside Iron.
Should we really walk up on our own, or should one of you take us up there? I'm not sure what's most appropriate.
I can escort you if you wish.
You guys must not get many visitors here if there's not much of a tradition to it. It's a shame. It's a really nice place to be. Though on the other hand, the more visitors you have, the more dangerous it can be. So I can respect keeping to yourselves. But if you wouldn't mind.
Most of our neighbors aren't quite as well-mannered as you lot have been.
What, them? And Jakob, like, jokingly points to the rest of the group.
No.
Ah, just me then. Good. That's important.
What?
You old worlders have an odd sense of humor.
Well, see, at least somebody thinks I'm funny.
I never said that.
You said it was a sense of
You're
humor.
hilarious.
That means it was humorous.
A sense of humor does not automatically denote inherent comedy. It means you simply find things funny.
You're starting to get a little bit too smart for me now, sorry.
Well, I am a curator of the archive. I would hope that I am intelligent.
You were gonna escort us?
Yes. They're just up these stairs. I've informed them of your arrival.
How?
Don't ask questions, Layla. Just accept.
I'm more curious than anything. Like, he didn't move, so... Like,
I've been moving this
curious.
entire time.
I wasn't looking at the screen! I'm sorry!
Now, girls, you're both pretty.
Do you think they're the same like, do you think that armor's real size to them, or do you think they're actually like tiny little wee babies inside of mech suits?
Considering that I fought them, I got a pretty up close and personal look.
It's the
don't
baby
think
in the mech suit. It's not, is it?
It's not, Yaga.
Well, it can't be the same for all of them. There has to be at least one baby in a mech suit.
One day I'm gonna be right about something.
You've been right about
Not
things.
saying you're wrong.
Jakob's smiling as he says this, which, obviously doesn't come across in speaking too well.
As you emerge on the top floor, you will see Iron standing in front of you. So you come to pay respects to the Elder, have you?
Yeah.
Iron, it's good to see you as well.
Indeed. Very well, then. Right this way. And with that, Iron will bring you over to a far corner of the room where you see, gazing upon an old display, likely left over and miraculously surviving from the Pewter City Museum.
Oh my god.
I love it.
A man clad in thick, polished steel armor, wearing what appears to be the hollowed-out, discarded, shed skin of a Steelix's head.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a part of me that thought that it would just be this tiny old man or old woman that is not in armor at all, but just looks super frail and just was the kindest person ever, and be like, "Hello, young person."
The Professor Splinter to their Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
As Jakob sees the person wearing a shed Steelix head as a helmet, he's just gonna lean over to Layla and whisper, I bet his neck muscles are enormous.
As Toshiko snaps a picture, he will suddenly look towards the group and say, Now, no flash photography inside the archive.
There was absolutely not a flash on that.
But there was a click.
Yeah.
So, you are the old worlders that I have heard so much about. The ones who challenged Iron in the trial. Or was that just one of you?
Sam's gonna point to Layla.
That was just me.
Quite the privilege for one of us old worlders to be allowed the chance to duel amongst those such as yourselves. We truly appreciate it.
Quite the ambitious gambit to take on the champion of the Steelix tribe for your grand trial. But I must admit, you did far better than I ever would have anticipated. Far better. My name is Ferris. I am the elder and leader of the Steelix tribe. And you must be the old worlders from across the sea.
We are indeed. If you've heard of us, not sure how much you've heard, but it would be rude not to introduce ourselves after we've met yourselves. I'm Jakob. This over here is my friend Toshiko. Points over. This over here is, as you've obviously heard going before her, the mightiest of the warriors amongst us, Miss Layla. We have...
Yeah, when Jakob says that, Layla looks uncomfortable.
He says it with the utmost sincerity in his voice and his face as well, so you better believe me.
Given the context, I don't know that she does.
We also over here have Sam. Sam is, well, really honestly, I'm surprised we can see him, but it usually only happens when he wants it to happen. And our reserved but esteemed leader, Cecilia, in the back.
You can just call me Cece. It's a pleasure. Wayward children of the old gods who forsook our ancestors. Yet now, it seems, the generations have also changed the hearts and minds of those who condemned us. Not one but two groups of the old world who have sought our help and our friendship rather than our destruction. A curious thing, not easy to trust either. And yet, you've proven your honor.
While he's been speaking, I've been watching relatively closely. Has there been any... I mean, I can't even really... Obviously, I don't think we can see their eyes behind the Steelix head because, you know, it's massive. But is there any kind of head tilting or body language that would lead me to believe that they're looking at the Zygarde?
Oh yeah, you definitely see the helmet scan and focus on Zygarde at Layla's side, particularly when he says you've proven your honor.
I'm sorry, say that again?
As he says the line, you've proven your honor, he seems to be... his gaze seems to be drawn towards Zygarde at Layla's side.
No, didn't have to make a check to see that either, so I'm pretty sure that means all of us can make that out.
Layla, was it?
Yes, sir.
You have an incarnation of the great land spirit. How did you come by this?
We rescued them.
From whom? From where?
Well,
Wait.
we were...
He raises a hand. He is then going to hold out his armor, and as he does, you will see the massive head of an enormous Steelix appear in the window.
Hi! Hey. Excuse me, ma'am.
I mean, no disrespect, but I don't believe they're going to get through the window.
They do not have to. They simply
Oh,
need
they're going through the wall. That's even scarier.
Silence! You do not interrupt your elders when they are speaking, young man. It is disrespectful and rude. As I was saying, she does not need to enter. She simply needs to bear witness to your words. And hopefully you will speak them more carefully here on. It seems for one of the first times ever, Jakob's glibness and awkward enjoyability has actually gotten the group in a bit of trouble.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Now, Layla, proceed. From whom and where did you rescue your incarnation of the land spirit?
Well, we were traveling across Lake Cerulean, and as we were flying over, we saw this group attacking what looked like Suicune protecting Zygarde. They were being attacked by I'm not sure if you've come across them, but the only way that I can describe them is cultists of Giratina.
The Black Robes. Yes. We have done battle with their kind. They stalk the deserts in the night, teeming and aggravating the ghosts of the old world, and ensuing destruction wherever they go. They have been a nuisance.
I will admit it's not comforting knowing that they're here too, but it shouldn't surprise me nevertheless.
Wherever darkness and death touches, so too are the Black Cloaks. And death has touched this world all over. It is to be expected that they are everywhere.
Toshi nods.
It seems they have their sights set on Zygarde. They were trying to capture it.
Indeed. The land spirit is a popular target amongst our enemies. Once it has been assembled to its full form, it will bring balance to the disorder that plagues this world. That is, according to legend. Whether or not that is truth remains to be seen, but it is that same legend that would drive any who would oppose it to either seek its destruction or its control.
Well, they're not the only ones seeking to control it.
No,
I
they are not. And it seems you seek it as well.
I don't seek it.
And yet it
When
is
we
with
came
you.
across Zygarde,
Go on.
I asked Zygarde if it wanted to stay. They wanted to come with.
He is going to look at Zygarde, and Zygarde will look back, stalwart and stark. So it would seem. But then I must ask you, Layla of the Old World. What do you seek to do, should you restore Zygarde to its full form? Or is that even what you seek?
I'll be honest, I haven't really thought about that.
I find that hard to believe.
Seemed like
you acquired a land spirit, knowing of its importance, its power, its significance, and knowing it is incomplete. And yet, you did not once think of its completion, or what or why you would be doing its assembly in the first place. No ambitions, no goals. The power of balance of the forces of the earth itself.
We are trying to bring balance back to the world, to life and death. Broadly, those are long-term objectives.
I am speaking to the guardian of the land spirit's incarnation.
Sorry.
If you have not thought about it before, then I am asking you to think about it now. Should you assemble Zygarde back to its full form and power, what do you intend to do with it?
that's up to Zygarde.
Command.
If Zygarde wants... Can I
Yeah, finish. Sorry.
If Zygarde wants to stay with me and my team and my Pokemon and help restore the world, restore the connections between people and Pokemon, they're more than welcome to. But if they want to pursue their own desires, they're free to do so. And now I will roll command.
Get a +1 from having Zygarde at your side.
That will be a 33. Holy shit!
Damn.
Nice.
You commanded your little heart out there.
Good
That was
for
really
you.
good.
Holy shit!
That's almost as good as it can be. Woof.
Excuse me.
No, fuck you. Zygarde stays here. What?
34.
Damn it.
No. No.
My one weakness.
Alright. So, he will look to you for a good long while before looking back over to Totem Steelix in the window. And then looking back over to you. Your words ring true. You have impressed us. In that case, I wish you well, and hope you and the land spirit find what you are looking for.
Layla looks back towards her team and looks down towards Zygarde.
Zygarde is going to let out a sort of like quiet whine before sort of like giving you a sort of like encouraging paw.
Layla's gonna put a hand on Zygarde and then turn to Ferris and say, if I may be so bold, I would like to make a request.
And what would that be?
I believe that Zygarde might wish to be restored in order to realize its full potential. And it's my understanding that you have aspects of the land spirit that are currently residing with your sacred ancestor.
And how is it you know this?
I don't remember how we've actually found out. I just know we were in the gym and we learned about them.
Brock showed you. If I
We
remember
moved around.
correctly.
Yes. When Brock saw Zygarde, they believed it was important that they know that they were there. And mentioned that there were some that were even scattered throughout the desert.
So the sacred ancestor has vouched for you. This is fortunate for you. However, I cannot simply surrender the cells over to you. Not without you having undergone the proper rites. And regrettably, it seems that you failed your initial attempt at the grand trial.
Yes.
And I'm also sorry to say that there won't be another attempt happening anytime soon. Now that we've got the new prisoners under our watch, we need to have our Pokemon ready for anything. You said it yourself, you don't trust them. And if you don't trust them, I want to make sure that we're ready for anything as well.
I understand.
However, there may be an alternative. What? Elder, what are you saying? A grand trial may be consistent, but it is not necessary to be so rigid. Its purpose is to test the worthiness of a trainer, not simply if they can complete a specific task. But what could possibly be worth the same significance as the grand trial, Elder? The resolution to a new mystery that is befalling our land and our people.
The sun.
No, not exactly. Although that is definitely something we need to look into, but we are aware of the fire demon's blight. No, this is something new. The other day, my brethren were out in the desert foraging for materials when they came across a curiosity. They found... how to say this? Are you aware of the Pokemon Cacturn?
I assume this is the point where everyone looks to Toshi, because I think
Pokemon
she has
education?
Pokemon.
You guys
Yep.
are familiar with Cacturn because Jess has used a Cacturn.
We've seen Cacturn. Like, Toshi
Has he?
pulls up a picture.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? For some reason, I was thinking of Maractus. I was like, we've never seen that before. I don't think we know what it is. No, we have.
It had weird power. Its physical attacks hurt.
Indeed. It is a remarkable foe and one to be very wary of. But as we were foraging, my brethren came across one who possessed the power of fire.
I'm sorry. Looking to Toshi again, like, is this something that Pokemon can do? Like,
Toshi,
That
like,
doesn't
her-
seem normal for a
Toshi's
actor.
attention is now fully here. Like, the gears are spinning. Like, you can almost see the steam coming out. She's like, what?
That is going to be a Pokemon education roll. I'm going to have CC make this too. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Jesus, Toshi.
It just seems a bit counterintuitive and dangerous, don't you think? Right? That's not in character, but just it seems like it'd be very dangerous for a grass type to be throwing out fire.
Oof.
Are you kidding me?
Love it.
Oh, poor CC. What? I mean, Cacturn sometimes have some fire-resistant abilities in the proper conditions, but... Is that what you mean, or... Toshiko,
This sounds like something else.
you are reminded of something you read about a long time ago in the cloister in some of the old files. apparently in the Paldea region, there was a unique phenomenon to that area and some neighboring adjacent areas that could allow Pokemon to essentially tap into a subterranean source of energy that would effectively add on to their typing and alter them to be a different type than they were. They referred to it as terastallization.
It could be terastallization. There was a phenomenon in Paldea with like tapping into energy from the planet itself, but that was a very localized phenomena. So if that energy is making it all the way over here, we won't know until we investigate.
There is more.
I mean,
This Pokemon we found belonged to one of the Black Cloaks. Fortunately, my brethren were able to dispatch of this Pokemon, but not without suffering some damage. But before they left, one of them managed to get a blow on the Black Cloak, and as they did, they knocked a curious artifact loose from them. And he will procure this strange Pokeball-looking device.
May I see it?
He will not answer, but he will start to hand it over, saying, "According to my brethren, this device glowed as the wielder commanded the Cacturn. And when it was defeated, its glow was lost, and we have not since been able to get it to return. Nor could we trigger its unique properties to affect our own Pokemon. If you can resolve its mysteries and return to us, then you might be worthy of the land spirit's favor, and I might be willing to surrender its cells to you." And he will place it atop the display. Will you accept this burden? He is asking us.
Layla kind of looks back to the rest of the group.
Toshi is almost vibrating. She looks very excited. And, like, this is something that she wants to know more about.
He is basically asking us to go out into the desert, and we're headed that way anyway. This may have actually worked out better than we'd hoped. And it may also give us a chance to learn more about what's going on with the Hierophant. Or maybe even Hierophants from what they're saying.
We would be humbled to take on this quest of yours.
What say you, Guardian of the Guardian?
I think we can do that.
Well, I hope you will be able to regain more certainty in the future. Iron said you battled with it, and it took you far. You will need that certainty if you are going to accomplish this.
Very well.
Is that all, then?
Thank you for your hospitality.
You are welcome. And it is good to see that perhaps not all legends hold the same amount of truth.
Times change, and so do people.
For this world's sake, I hope you are right. Before you go, I would give you a word of advice. You possess hearts of gold, and spirits compassionate. These are assets that I would never ask you to part with. But I would ask you not let them cloud your judgment either. You might seek to befriend or find some understanding or common ground with some of the other tribe folk you find out in the desert. But they will not give it.
If you have any useful information about those tribes, we would be very grateful.
Yes. I will say this. Be wary of empty sands, for that is a playground of ambush for the Sand/tribe. Same goes for any oases and trees that they like to call home. Food does
When
not
he
come...
says empty...
So what?
It's just when he says empty sands, Layla's kind of looking at the party like, what does he mean by that? Like, I don't know what that means.
We'll probably want to stick to the dunes, not just go over open ground.
And should you hear the distressed call of a weeping woman, their silhouettes splayed out in the sands, begging for assistance and respite, demanding rescue, be wary of your good heart, for it may be exploited by the Mandibuz's wrath.
And we also heard about the Sand/tribe as well.
Indeed, I mentioned them first. Beware the open sands.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, you are welcome. Now go, and prove that my faith is true. And with that, Iron will start to escort you out.
Layla will bow before she lets herself be led out by Iron.
He will nod at your respects.
Jakob will bow after Layla does as well and follow her out, letting her take the lead on, pointedly.
So she follows suit.
All right. And you guys now have a Terra Orb.
That we have no idea how to use.
But Toshi's examining it anyway.
Yep.
Have fun, Toshi.
I realized I was being muted the whole time again.
Oh no!
Oh,
Sorry.
I only said 2 things, and that was it. But weird.
What did you say?
First, I said that I follow 2, and then with your tarot orb, I said something along the lines of like, "Well, I have the shell of a spirit tomb that I'm still trying to figure out what to do with." So that makes 2 weird shit that we got.
That's true.
We'll just puzzle box them together.
Yeah. Listen, okay. I've watched the scary movies before. Don't fuck with the puzzle boxes.
Toshi fucks with the
No,
puzzle
you
boxes
don't.
100%.
Toshi, that's how you get Cenobites.
Uh-oh,
You know
surprise
what?
Hellraiser crossover
Love
for
of my life.
Halloween.
Don't tempt me.
Oh no.
Love of Sam's life over there, by the way. Here, honey, play with the box.
We have such
Ooh.
pika pleasures to show you.
Ah!
Don't say it like that.
All right,
Don't
now,
say it like
gonna-
that.
Gonna need to go to a AI image generator really quickly.
No, don't.
Do it and share it.
Oh lord.
What have you done?
Anyways.
Okay, we all head out.
Alright. Indeed, so... Where the fuck? There we go. So as you exit the archives, where are you headed next? Anywhere else in the city, or are you heading out to the desert now?
I guess we are heading out.
Q has been scouting the very near desert just outside the city.
It seems pretty serene and peaceful so far, or at least as peaceful as a desert can be. No sign of a sandstorm brewing anyway.
Nice.
Alright, now's as good a time as ever.
Alright. And just a moment. Because I realized I forgot to do something real quick. And... Oh, fucking really? And the choppiness never stoppiness.
Oh my goodness, that's a way to put it.
Yeah. Come on, are you kidding me right now? Fucking hell. Okay. Sheesh. Sorry about that. And we are
You're good.
back. And we're gonna move out into the first stretch of the desert. Once I remember how this fucking new setup works. There we go.
And we find more Spectrum agents just making out in the rocks.
You know what? They just might be.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What are we doing?
It's the music. I kind of like it.
Yep.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
Viridian Force theme, but it's got kind of like a. It's
I like
got a
the
different
drums
vibe to
behind
it
it.
that kind of matches this desert beat. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Fire Red Leaf Green track.
It kind of slaps. I like it.
Yeah, it definitely works for the desert environment, I think.
It really does.
I just want to let you know, for as long as we've been playing this game, I've never once, like, even considered that you have, like, a list that tells you what the tracks are. Like, we just say this one's good, and you just, like, hit the internal Rolodex in your brain, and you're like, yep, I know every single Pokemon song. It's this one.
Right?
It's a
Just never even
mixture
questioned
sometimes.
it.
It's a mixture of both, honestly. But yes, so you arrive at the entrance of the desert, and the sun is blaring down, scorching hot, and it is only made hotter by the sands reflecting the bright sunny light down at you. Still, in the scorching afternoon light, you see a plethora of wild Pokemon scattered about. Excuse me. And even in the distance, a large stretch of sandy dunes and clear blue skies that promise more adventure ahead. You also feel your guts telling you that you probably aren't alone out here, and there's probably going to be a couple trainers. You know Spectrum is surveying the area, so there's likely to be a run-in with them. And you were also warned about several other tribes, so best be ready for anything.
I think Toshi wants to get on Onyx. I think I'm gonna get out Elikon, mount Onyx, and Q's gonna fly down and just kind of perch on Onyx's horn right there beside Toshi.
All right. As you jump on Elikon's massive body, oop, there's two of them. We don't need that. Make me a perception roll, Toshiko.
Beautiful. Can Q help with this? I mean, here it is anyway. It might be a +2 if we can argue for it, but yeah, there's what it is.
I'll allow it. And it'll show up once Roll20 starts cooperating again. There it is. Alright. Either way, yeah, that's a success. And I will reveal the results to you once Roll20 once more decides to cooperate. As you perch atop Elikon, you will see atop the nearby cliff, positioned not too far from your group, more Roll20 errors.
Oh, Lord.
Positioned not too far from your group, a Genesect and a Spectrum agent. And they seem to have noticed your Onyx.
Toshi waves.
You will also see standing beside them a Durant. The agent looks up at you, but he quickly looks right back down. He doesn't seem to be in particularly good spirits.
Toshi?
Mm-hmm.
How's the weather up there?
Oh, what?
Hot. There's a spectrum agent over there. Some Durans. She's pointing
Yep.
various things. Did you want to engage anything? Anyone?
Well, I mean, we're either... what do you guys think?
We probably shouldn't engage Spectrum if we don't have to. But at the same time, our Pokemon could also use some experience from a battle. This might be a good chance for it.
Just a single Spectrum agent doesn't seem very sporting.
Well, I mean, if one of us faces them one-on-one, it's a little more sporting.
Yeah, all five of us, it seems very mean. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable even with that.
No. Yeah, Jakob, she doesn't mean all at the same time. Is there just the Spectrum agent, Toshi?
Just over here. There's more over there if we keep going. Onyx is going to advance a little bit.
Alright.
Toshi takes a picture of these Durant over here.
Yeah, you guys are free to move about the map as you wish, by the way.
I mean, I don't wanna have Toshi going off by herself.
Mm-hmm.
I can go with Toshi.
You gonna be up on Onyx with me?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Because my other option is Popo, and honestly, I don't feel like fighting a Popo.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Layla would like to climb up on this rock.
Okay. Athletics roll.
As soon as the sheet decides to cooperate, I will gladly give that to you.
Much appreciated.
Oof. I had my one good roll of the night, and now the rest are not good.
Alright. You'll manage to scale the feature relatively easily. But as you do, you will come upon this Pokemon looking rather angrily down at you as it raises its rocky antennae and its eyes begin to glow.
Hey, Toshi? Or CC? Yeah, that barely hits.
Alright, cool. So, you will then feel yourself, lifted off of your feet, slammed into the rock face before being flung back and, dropped to fall.
Okay. Alright. You wanna play that goddamn game? We'll play that goddamn game.
So, also, you're gonna take some fall damage for falling from 15 feet up.
How much is that extra?
I need to look into fall damage again now. falling damage. Taking a fall can be nasty for trainers. If damage is taken as physical effect. When a damage base dependent on the fall and the weight class of the poor victim. Layla, what's your weight class?
My weight class is 4.
Alright, in addition to the damage, trainers, and Pokemon for everything. For damage. 4, you say?
Yes.
Alright, so that's damage base 6. I'm just gonna use a struggle attack for ease of calculation.
That's fair.
Or wait, I can just look at. There we go. So you'll take 17 additional damage.
Just straight up additional damage? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright,
It's a physical damage, so
Honestly-
you would take physical defense applies.
Oh! Physical damage applies. Cool. I take 1 damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. Layla, are you alright? Cece runs over to you. What happened?
I think I found Chunk's dinner. And Layla is going to toss up a Pokeball, releasing both... Actually, she's going to toss up 2. One releasing Chunk, and the other releasing Hildy.
No, sharing is caring. That's what we love to see.
The Pokemon lets out a trill,
Hey!
and as it does... out from the rock will emerge...
Oh!
2 of these Pokemon. Well, you went looking for a fight and you found one.
I wasn't looking for a fight. The fight found me.
Oh, they're pretty.
They're about to be Chunk's lunch.
And so, our heroes begin their journey into the Viridian Desert. And already they have come across one of the treacherous terrors that it holds. And if the first step is this much of a doozy, I can only imagine what else the desert has in store for them as the journey continues.
Hot diggity.
I was just minding my own business, and then this fuzzball pushes me off a cliff.
See, this fuzzball is just minding its own business, and then some big old human climbs up its rock.
Alright.
You guys see somebody in satellite with a genosect. Is there another option we can try first before that fight? Let's look around.
So, what did we think of tonight's game?
Oh
had fun.
boy. I did have fun. Even with the low spoons, I did have fun.
I am glad about that, and I'm glad that I was able to make it a entertaining session with what I had prepared.
That 33 command roll, though. Ooh.
Mwah,
Jesus.
chef's kiss.
And what do we think
So
about?
you guys are really cool.
Sorry. What was that?
No,
What-
no. Go on.
I was just gonna ask, what do you guys think of me of the hints at terrestrialization and stuff now?
I'm intrigued.
I'm excited.
That is a big word.
It makes sense how you brought it in, because when you said a cacturn did fire, everyone was like, I mean, No.
That's not supposed to be possible.
I don't think so. Unless someone set it on fire and then it's running around, but I don't think that's what you mean.
Which, honestly, in this world, I can see somebody doing that.
But yeah. It was a bit more of a low energy session, but I still think stuff got done and it was a good way to sort of wrap up the Pewter City plot for now and transition into the desert, and hopefully by next week I'll have a lot more prepared for that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I just hope that everyone still had a good time tonight.
I'm assuming we can make last-minute adjustments to who's in our party before the start of next session as well, right?
Yes, I will allow this.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want that Layla character in my.
I mean, fair.
I love you so much, Nyx. You know for a fact that I fucking love you.
We're
I
leaving
know.
Sam behind.
And also, if you
That's
check,
fine.
and also
He'll
if you
figure
check,
it out.
and also if you check the screen, you guys will see that I have a new sign-off image too.
Do you?
And it's the boy.
Oh!
Yep, this is Sleep Time by
That's
Getter
cute.
Studio. I have it as in my files, so yeah.
Those water bottles on the side are huge.
They have a
Uh-huh.
Munchlax. What do you expect?
I know, but like when you think about the size of a Munchlax, relatively the size of those water bottles must be massive.
Those are some jugs.
So, really quickly,
Sup?
let me feed you my little ADD autism brain. So you know how humans will pack bond with almost anything?
Uh-huh.
Candles are how we keep fire as pets. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
And on that note, thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, follow me for more streams in the future. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. And also be sure to leave a comment to let your voice be heard and get us out there. So until next week, good night everybody and happy Pokemon.
Good night, everybody.